about the by-elections in a moment, but I just want your first thoughts on on the commission, the new commission.
I am not very happy with the way it was picked, but nevertheless, it's in place.
What aren't you happy with?
Because there wasn't, I could see there was some consultation between Raila Odinga and William Ruto, who were on the same side, and therefore there was no concurrence with other people. But be as it may, the way I understand the Kenyan politics, and by the way, I'm a student of political science, and I've been around for a while in all these elections. I did my vast voting, I think, in 1979, and I participated in all these elections. And when electoral laws were changed such that votes are counted at the polling station, and the ruling by the Supreme Court in 2013 that polling station results are final, it made rigging of elections next to impossible. I want to assure the people of Kenya that nobody can steal our elections. And all you ask the IBC commissioners is to fast track and hasten voter registration and do good preparation for the general election, and make sure that they make all the materials available and they put all the logistics that are required into place. And that is their role. The rest they leave it to Kenyans. Kenyans will wake up early and they will make a decisive decision. And I don't think anybody will interfere with the will of the people. All
right. Before the general election, there are some by-elections that are coming up. Is DCP planning to field candidates?
Yeah. DCP is a national party and will participate in our elections, including Banisa in Mandera.
Yeah.
All that talk you saw in Mandera was trying to discredit me and DCP in Banisa because our candidate, Adan Mohammed, is a leading candidate. And the people of Banisa want to elect a DCP candidate because they want somebody who can speak for them. Because UDA people are praise and worship choir members of William Ruto. And we have a candidate in Bere North. We have a candidate in Magarini. We have a candidate in Malava. We have several wards across the country. We have a constituency in Ubuja, in Siaya. We are going to have candidates in all those elections, and we are going to put up a hard fight. Yeah.
President Ruto has pushed back on your campaign, your one-term campaign, saying your only interest is to remove him from office and that you're not offering an alternative.
Of course,
he's on record as saying, okay, so one term, then what? Do you think he raises a valid point about you actually offering an alternative beyond the slogan, one term?
Vaughn, did you expect William Ruto to give us a hug for wanting to remove him from office? Of course, he can't give us a hug. He knows one term is lethal. And he's complaining about sloganeering. He's calling it slogans. His people are trying slogans of 2 term. What we are saying is, Yvonne, if you go to hospital and you are feeling unwell, the doctor must do some diagnosis and decide what is the problem. And if they find you have a bacterial infection, and that bacteria has caused so many other problems, the doctor first fights with the bacteria so that you can deal with the other resultant issues. What we are saying, and we are very clear in our mind, is that where we are as a country, for abductions and extrajudicial killings to come to an end, William Ruto must leave office. For us to stop corruption and theft of public resources, William Ruto must leave office. We are saying for us to restore our economy and create a good environment for business, William Ruto must go home. We are saying for us to bring an end to state capture, William Ruto should not be in office. For us to restore the health system and do away with this SHA nonsense, he must be out of office. We are saying for us to restore our education system, bring back free primary education, make sure there is capitation, William Ruto must leave office. That is where the one-term thing comes from. That before we can even make the changes that we desire, the first thing is for him to exit. And that is why he's complaining and asking us for an alternative. We have very many alternatives. We have a very good program for healthcare, that we need to reform the NHIF the way it was. and make sure that people have health care. We have a very good program to encourage agriculture, including in northern Kenya, in terms of irrigation. Yeah, we've got a very, very good program on how to create a conducive business environment for people to trade. We have got very good ideas on how to deal with the public debt. We have all those very good ideas, and they'll be coming up in our manifesto. But we are saying for all those things to happen, yeah, Ruto must leave the scene, and it is not our business to make him happy. By the way, we are not in the business of making him comfortable. We shouldn't do what he wants. Why does he want to set the agenda for us? And he is asking us to give us our plan. We are not going to give him. Yeah, and by the way, we had a good plan. We just need to improve it. If the plan we had, the one he had given us, was implemented, we will be in a good place. There are very many good plans, but they require implementation. But it's not for him to set agenda for us. It's not him to tell us what is our plan. It is not him to tell us what is our agenda. He has his agenda of stealing public funds. He has agenda of abducting children and killing them. Let him continue with what he's doing, as we have our own plan, and we'll implement it at the right time. But for us to achieve all those things, we must mobilize the people of Kenya to send him home.
Mr. Gachagua, as we wind up our conversation here, what do you say to Kenyans, some on social media even tonight, who in response to this interview that we've had, say that you are merely a bitter person whose only interest is to exercise revenge from a man who you say has punished you, that everything you're doing, including the movement that you've just spoken about, is not necessarily about the country, but it's about you getting your pound of flesh against your impeachment, against the president with whom you have now fallen out with, that this is just about revenge between two men.
Wow.
And is not the interests of the country and Kenyans at heart? I
don't think stopping abductions is revenge. I think it's the right thing. I don't think saying there should be no extrajudicial killings is revenge. I think it's humanity. I don't think stopping corruption is revenge. I think it's morality. I don't think stopping capturing of independent institutions is revenge. I think it's good governance. I am not interested in any revenge. I am interested in good governance. I'm interested in having a country that is working. I'm interested in having a happy population. I'm interested in having people going to hospital and getting drugs. I'm interested in having a country where children can access education. I don't think those things are anything to do with revenge. All I am saying is that for us that to happen, this man needs to exit. It's not revenge, it's necessity. It's necessity. It has nothing to do with revenge. I'm not a vengeful person, and I'm not interested. And I have nothing against William Ruto as a person. But I have a big problem with killing children. I have a big problem with corruption. I have a big problem with theft of public funds. Like now they want to buy Kenya Pipeline. You know, Yvonne, surely. This pipeline is worth 600 billion. They want to buy it for 100 billion. And that is Ruto and his people. You know? I mean, these are things that we cannot accept. How do you call that revenge? We are simply patriots, people who must stand out for the people of Kenya. Here in Rongai, Yvonne, the community gave 158 acres of land to the PCA church many years back to hold in trust for community, for public amenities. The PCA church have been doing it. William Ruto has gone there and without any public participation, without talking to the church, hived 40 acres to put up 2,000 units of affordable housing. And it's not even affordable housing, they are commercial houses by private developers. We cannot accept that. His own family, they have gone there. They want to put up a private stadium, one of his sons. We cannot accept that. How do you call that revenge? I am simply a courageous leader who is standing up for the people of Kenya. And not many people are courageous. Let me tell you, Yvonne, what I have undergone myself, the humiliation, the persecution, the brutal attacks by police and goons, not many people can stand it. You know, I'm a man of a kind, but I've decided to do it for my country. And not for my community, for my country. Because somebody must do it. Somebody must stand out and say, no, this is not acceptable. You know, and since now Raila was compromised. Parliament has been captured. Senate has been captured. Some character somewhere must stand up and say, no, we must stand up for the people of Kenya. That is what I'm doing.
A closing statement from you, Mr. Gachagua?
Yeah.
Your closing thoughts?
I want